We begin the news in West Africa, where the national body of Berom Youths Moulder Association in Plateau State, northern Nigeria, has accused suspected militants and bandits of killing its members. That's Moses Dalyop, aged 28, and his friend Samuel Yakubu, aged 26. The deceased were attacked on Sunday at about 7:30 p.m. The group said the terror attacks and the ambush are some of the modus operandi of the armed bandits and their cohorts to continue killing and dispossessing traditional landowners of their ancestry. It called on the relevant authorities to rise up to their statutory responsibility to halt the reoccurrence of such acts of terrorism being meted out on Plateau hamlets, villages, and communities. Now, to discuss this, I'm joined by the President, Berom Youths Moulder Association, Plateau State. Now, talking about Dalyop Suleiman, thank you for your time. This is rather very unfortunate. Would you just like to, of course, shed more light on this very unfortunate attack on your members?
Of course, it is a dastardly act of terrorism that was meted out on the innocent people of Dalyop along fan axis. And this is not the only incident we've experienced, within these days. That even as of last night, there was another attack carried out by the same, group of terrorist elements who invaded a village in Bokos local government area. And even at the moment, we've not yet ascertained the fatality figure. And of course, it actually beat down our imagination that despite the presence of security personnel deployed, these same elements wouldn't want Plateau to experience relative peace. We were thinking that, of course, for the past 1 week, we've not heard of any coordinated attack, believing that Plateau and Nigeria at large will start experiencing relative peace. But lo and behold, we've been plunged into another state of mourning by the killing of these innocent young people who have high dreams, to contribute their own quota towards the development of their home states, Plateau State and Nigeria at large. And then the bandits and the terrorist elements have cut short their lives. So we keep asking, why is this thing happening? And then why won't there be a drastic measures taken to bring an end to this act of hostility on innocent people? And then, of course, it dawned on us that Plateau State is blessed with a lot of natural resources. The atmosphere, particularly the weather, is very, very conducive.
Solomon, I just want to, of course, interject here a bit. Do you have any idea where these attackers are from and what exactly is their objective?
Yeah, we've said it over time. These are people that have been stationed at a hill. There's a particular hill in Weri of Rob district. The same elements have been stationed at Mushere axis. We also have them at another location at Mahanga in the local government. They are in fast. They are in so many places. We have named. We have forwarded to security agents. We have served, the same information to the relevant authorities, believing that something will be done about it. But lo and behold, nothing even up to date. And of course, the rationale behind this, ceaseless attacks on native inhabitants, it's one, to dispossess them of their ancestral home states. And that's the reason why on the Plateau record has it that 120 villages are currently under the occupation of the terrorist element, having sacked and uprooted native inhabitants from their villages and communities. And we have cried out to relevant authorities, we have cried out to government, something should be done about it unless government is condoning and encouraging this act of terrorism. Otherwise, why would there be drastic measures taken to forestall the recurrence of this and slot the bandits element, who have invaded and then infested the state?
Now, let's talk about the efforts of the government, particularly in restoring peace. We know that the governor has been very vocal, and we've seen efforts, not just in recent times, but also in the past, working side by side with the military in the state to ensure that there is relative calm. Would you say enough has been done? And if not, what areas do you think they're leaving out?
We appreciate both the federal and the state government for taking the measures it has deployed so far, but that isn't enough. Because why I'm appreciating the efforts made so far is that for the first time ever since the assumption of office by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Barrister Caleb Mutfam of Plateau State, that where there are distress calls for intervention, on many occasions we have seen the military swinging into action. Unlike in the past, regime, where there will be 11 hours operation, invasion of villages and communities with no intervention from the military. Some of the incidences you see the military actively participating in the killings, joining force with the bandits. We've written petitions. This is not a hearsay or this is not just a mere allegation. It has happened in the past. We've written petitions, but nothing was happened. So we must appreciate the present administration because we can see prompt response from the security agents that once there is a distress call, of course, within 10, 15 minutes, you see security swinging into action and arriving scene of incidents. So for that, we are commenting, but something more than this needs to be done.
All right.
And of course, we are praying that, one, in these general areas, there should be deployment of more security personnel. And then, of course, we know that in the past administration, there was an executive pronouncement for establishment of mobile squadron in Barkin, which by implication will take care of Barkin, Riom, Mango, and Bokos, and other places. We have longed to see the establishment of this, security outfit reach, they brought to that general area. But even up to date, nothing has been done. And then, of course, the bandits have said that they will not want to see military squadron established in gashes of Barkin, because once that one is done, the hostility they have already programmed against the innocent ones will not see the light of the day.
All right. Solomon, I'm sorry to interject, but we are pressed for time. But thank you so much. Hopefully, we would have some other time to really, of course, talk about this issue, and we pray for peace and stability on the plateau. Once again, thank you for your time. Solomon Dalyop, that's the President, Berom Youths Moulder Association in Plateau State. Thank you once again.